What's up, guys? It's AJ with Outdoors Podcast. I'm here in front of my new Jeep. It's a 2005 Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited Edition. It's a low option vehicle, so it doesn't have a sunroof and doesn't have some of the other options that would come with the higher option ones, but I'm really loving it. It's got 116-ish thousand miles, having some work done on it, but I've made some modifications, as you can see, adding a couple things to the inside as well as the out, so I thought I'd walk you through some of those modifications. My fiance is going to borrow the car for about a week and go out of town, so she's going to take this to take our dog Deacon, and I'm going to take a lot of the stuff that I've kind of modularly put on the vehicle so that she can use it a little bit easier for her needs. If this is your first time checking out a video here, I make videos about camping and backpacking, fly fishing, generally just having more fun outside. The Jeep thing is not new to me, but I've never really done the whole overlanding thing, so this is going to be new. If you like videos on those topics, give this a thumbs up and definitely give that subscribe button a smash. I'd really appreciate it, and it really helps out the channel. So let's go ahead and jump into the features of what I've built, and then I'll walk you through how I'm going to take them off and get this vehicle ready for her, which is just kind of a more simplified version of the way I've got it set up now. The first project I undertook when starting on the Jeep was these headlights. They had gotten really oxidized over time and just didn't really look up to snuff with the rest of the Jeep. So I found these great OEM headlights on Amazon. They were about $200 for the pair. And then I think I spent about another $40 for the fog lights. I did the install myself, and it took probably a couple of hours. One of the other issues that I really wanted to address right away was the struts on this rear lift gate. It just wasn't doing the job of holding that up very well, and the struts on the inside of the rear window had also worn out, so I wanted to replace those. In addition, on the inside, I went ahead and got one of these hammock style protectors for the back seat just to minimize the wear and tear on the leather over time with the dogs. I also got this Magsafe wireless charger. It does a great job of holding the phone in place even over bumpy roads, and then it actually does charge the phone wirelessly while you're driving, which is a great feature. I watched a video here on YouTube. I'll leave the creator's video link down in the description, but used his exact format to create this great slide out tray. I use this for making coffee, for cooking, for doing work during the day. It's just a really great desk and serves as kind of a way to add some storage to the Jeep itself. On the sides, there's these great little cubbies where I can store my Ozark Trail minimalist folding chairs. These are great and really comfortable, and it's just really nice to be able to tuck a couple of them away and keep them out of the way. Down there, kind of pretty tight up to the sides, I've got these cam buckles. This is what actually holds this shelf in place. I added this basket up top with these Velcro corners, and it really keeps the small stuff from sliding around while I'm driving and taking corners, things of that nature. It's a really great addition. So one of the biggest questions that I get when I'm driving down the road or when people see me stop is, what the hell is that PVC pipe thing on the roof of your car? And it is a fly fishing rod holder. I looked at rod vaults and they are so expensive. So many of them start at $400 to $700. And although they're really well built, and I totally believe in the manufacturing, it just seemed like I could make my own for under $100 and serve the purposes that I needed, which is mainly just being able to move my rods around from spot to spot at a park without having to break them all down. And so this seemed like a viable solution to me. It's just made out of a big 3-inch piece of PVC pipe. It's about 10 feet long, and I cut it down to 9 feet and then added this Plano ammo can just using a basic coupler and some caulking. And that so far has stayed really weather tight. I've got to be able to add a lock, and I just made sure that it cleared the rear lift gate so that when I lifted that up, it didn't run into it. As you can see, I really made all of the items modular so that I could take them on or off with just a few simple attachment points. Very few tools required to either attach or detach anything like this rod tube or the table that comes out of the back pretty easily. I think what this really shows is that for a vehicle that I spent less than, probably closer to $5,000 than $10,000 on, with just a little bit of creativity and some work, you can really turn it into something that you can be proud of, that's yours, and that really serves your purposes.